Just like I'll never drink again, GD. Just like I'll never drink again, GD. Still smoking weed all the time, though. Because that's okay. I'm Team Weed. Just like I'll never drink again, GD. Just like I'll never drink again, GD. Still smoking weed all the time, though. Because that's okay. I'm Team Weed.
Because I went from hero to zero overnight. Because I went from hero to zero overnight.
Yeah, I'm not playing clips. I'm not playing clips. I'm definitely not playing clips. We're not playing clips.
People have feelings, Nick, you know.
Yeah, I'm not playing clips. I'm not playing clips. I'm definitely not playing clips. We're not playing clips. Well, not from Archie. From other people, yeah, but not from Archie. Not from Archie. Not from Archie. No Archie clips. Definitely no Archie clips. But there's plenty of other stuff. There's other stuff.
People have feelings, Nick, you know.
You're going to make me talk? We got 6 people. Oh. Let's see. This, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my quiet, lovely, beautiful, peaceful, affordable, comfortable, golfing, and currently very dark community center, affectionately known as, you know what it is.
Del Boca Vista.
Thank you, Frank. This is the new and reset independent, self-funded, nonprofit, non-monetized, non-aligned, non-begging, informative, semi-entertaining live DOXX Report. DOXX Report encompasses citizen journalism with commentary, opinion only, only on topics that interest me. When are one of those panelists going to stand up to Archie? Confront him. You can do it politely. I don't think he's going to listen. But when he shows you something like this, he tells you something like this. He spent his available credit on his HELOC, which those that don't know, a home equity loan line of credit. Line of credit, LOC, home equity, line of credit. So you basically take out a second mortgage on your home. You have it available to you if you want to, I don't know, do an add-on or some useful purpose for that money. So he had 150,000, I guess, Aussie dollars, and he took it down to 3,000. And who did he say this in front of? Mr. GMT and Bateman. Was it that? Yeah. And they go, oh, shit, what the fuck? And he goes, well, I got 10 watches. Do you understand? Yeah, we understand. You're out of your mind. You got 10 watches for $147,000 just to feel good about yourself? You borrowed against your house to buy a wristwatch? That's as stupid as buying Bitcoin with it, or I don't know what's worse. But he paid back, and then he brags about paying back 31,600 Aussie dollars. So that now he's got available credit of 34,600, which I'm sure he'll spend. So amount owed 115,400. Stand up to him. When he says, "Do you understand?" You go, "No, I don't understand." And then he's got the nerve to go on Tonight Show, and people are negotiating for a wristwatch, which you should do that if you're answering someone's ad. Of course you negotiate. But he said, well, I don't think this watch is for you. You're not a captain of industry. What the hell are you? What the hell are you? Look at this. Can you imagine being, now what if your spouse, say, hey, what if it was a woman, buying shoes or purses or dresses, and you go, excuse me, honey, what's $147,000? What did you do? What's going on? That's terrible. And his quote is, I have it over on X. I should take you over there. Let's go over to X. Ooh, it's 77 degrees outside. Nice. So I took a nap. I had a great, Friday. It's always tough to do a workout on Friday. Because I'm, I've done 3 days earlier in the week, and it kind of knocks me out. So I took a nap at 5 o'clock, and I got up at 7, watched some Apple TV and a little bit of Dallas Cowboys BS. I mean, we can talk about that. Where am I taking you? Okay, hang on. Present or invite? Share screen. DOXX Report on X. Let me stop him from running his mouth. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. 9-year-old will borrow, lease, spend any amount to temporarily feel good about himself. Narcissistic supply. And there are the numbers. And all I can think about the watches he bought. Do you understand? Like, you're supposed to pat him on the back because he has 10 watches? He's always going to have wristwatches. That's who he is. I mean, that's his identity. But, why don't you stand up to him and go, holy smokes, Archie, instead of laughing at him. So what else I got here? Since I got you over here, let's see. What else we got here? Oh, now this is interesting. The YouTube Watch Nicholas. Let's start calling it Watch Nicholas and Friends, because he's trying to involve everybody. And Bateman was over there. Mike the Snake was over there. Gee, I hope they don't lose their employment. We have some great stuff coming. The Curlyverse Cog. And I go, Curlyverse? Yeah. He's building the Watch Nicholas Curlyverse community. And if you want to go over there right now, you got Dr. Bob and the Rancher with the banner saying, help Dr. Bob. Oh, what does it say? Let me get this right. Wouldn't you like to tune into one of these that are just not asking money? Oh, now they got a couple more people over there. Okay, now they got 32 watching. That's good. Now they're improving. And they got Dr. Bob Stream. Help support Dr. Bob. What, he needs some grass. He needs some more weed. Who they got over there? Okay, Eddie's stuffing his face. Audio's terrible. Somebody's got a pool. In case you're interested. No comment. 6 people watching. Well, thank you for watching. Anyway, the Watch Nicholas Curlyverse community. Let's get rid of that. Oh, goodness. Oh, why do I have a blank screen? Let's do it again. There we go. So again, here we go. This is what he did. And I guess I misspoke. He did pay off, he claims to have paid off the BMW. He put $31,600 on the HELOC. So he claimed to pay off the BMW, but you got to sell it, right? He can't afford it. He can't afford the watches. How's he going to, if he's going to go overseas and stream and beg, he's got to get rid of that car. And so then he claimed he's back in the garage, living in the garage, Papa's garage. Well, thank you for the comment, sir. I hope. Well, this is Friday night. 80 never calling. Hey, Docs, how's your Saturday night going? Friday night, it's okay. Took a nap. We weren't expecting you till tomorrow. I'm going to do that too. Got to do that. It's Whiskey a Go-Go. And I'm curious to look at Playboard too. I'm very curious about Playboard. And I don't know how old you are, 80 never calling, but this is great news. You just check this out. And the 2025, the big beautiful bill with the tax language in it, I get a new senior deduction. Not only did they increase the standard deduction, so I get $15,750, and then now for those overseas, this is for our taxes when we pay taxes. The senior bonus is $2,000. I think that's, but on top of that, I get $6,000 deduction, which is off your adjusted gross income. But it's very confusing. We got another comment. Thank you. Right, Friday. Yeah, that Lunesta kicking in, you know. I guess something to do. So, first your adjusted gross income. But it's very confusing on seniors because you have a simple question when you hit 65. Are my Social Security payments taxable? And the answer is it depends. There's 3 separate formulas to figure. Now, they didn't change any of that. It's still complicated. So it depends how much you make. So it'll be real interesting. And I'm going to ask her point blank. I said, did I pay any money? Did I pay any taxes on my Social Security? And that'll really kick it in the when I have the required minimum distribution. Because then I'll have a higher adjusted gross income. Because right now I don't have any earned income except $5,000 in dividends and interest. So if you don't need the money, why take any of it out, right? Oh, we're down to 3 viewers. At least we got 3. So now if you're married, that would be like $12,000 and you get higher standard deductions. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm trying to get out of my bank account, close my bank account. I've been moving money out of that, so I'm looking forward to that. I got a debit card on the way and some checks. So I was working out today, and they updated the Apple Watch, which is pretty cool. So now it'll tell you, it'll track your blood oxygen. So I thought, oh, okay, what's my blood oxygen? Well, you got to go to the phone for that. So I came home, looked it up, and this is when I'm at home taking the blood oxygen myself. When I do the blood pressure, it's 97. So the range is from 97 to 100. I don't know what you would do if it was below that. I don't know how you can boost your blood oxygen unless you gotta be put on an oxygen bottle. But it was 100%. So 71, yeah, I'll take that. There they are, the power couple, Nancy and Sluggo.
Just like I'll never drink again, GD. Just like I'll never drink again, GD. Still smoking weed all the time, though. Because that's okay. I'm team weed.
Keep it up.
Because I went from hero to zero overnight.
3 people, no comments. So what else have I got for you? Just hanging out. Friday night, woke up, I'll push some water, get back to sleep. Then it's going to be raining tomorrow from like 10 a.m. So I'm going to go out to Wawa, get my coffee and breakfast and get back here. And then I get to look at the Playboard numbers. Well, let's play some music. I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this Dallas Cowboys situation. The Dallas Cowboys is America's team, and I think it's the most expensive franchise in the country. I think it surpasses the New York Yankees, but I'm not sure of that. Anyway, they have a defensive player. He's a great player. He's the best player on their team. His name is Micah Parsons. But I'm going to give you a take that you're not going to hear anywhere else because they like to pick on Jerry Jones. But I listened to his press conference from start to finish. Now I don't root for them. I just tune in for the drama. No, that's terrible. Late at night, I've done that. Not ice cream, but You eat before bed. It's like, oh, what did I do? Why did I do that for? AD never kind of like, I just ate some crappy, cheap chocolate ice cream. It was so good, like one giant tub of fungicide. Jeez. So anyway, I'm watching the Cowboys. I watched the entire press conference. And I tell you, Jerry Jones, man, this guy, he's a master politician in a good sense. He can field questions. He can really turn you around. I mean, and I think he's got a point. He's got an excellent point. Cowboys just suck. Well, that's true. They're a marketing company that happens to own a football team. I'm actually rooting. If I'm going to root for anybody, I'm going to root for the Eagles because I want to see if they can go back to back. So anyway, I'm watching this thing, and his point. Now, I didn't know he was. He's been in Dallas. I mean, Micah Parsons for 4 years, so he's been under contract. So here's the story. What I learned, which they kind of cover this up, but when you negotiate, you have a starting position, and then you negotiate to where, okay, this is the most I'll pay. I do that with my a men's ring on Craigslist. I love it when some of these guys get on there and they say, what's the lowest you'll take? And I go, what's the most you'll pay? Because they're not making me an offer, right? They just, what's the lowest you're going to pay? What's the lowest I can, what's the lowest you're going to sell this for? What's the most you're willing to pay? And then you start from there. And then I get to my, Anyway, so he's negotiating. They were negotiating, and they have been talking, the agent and the Jones, Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones. So they got to a position where this is the most they were going to pay. Okay? And then some time passed. Well, the negotiating team on the players' side came back and said, we want to start over. And then they wanted to start at the top that they would pay. You just don't do that. It's like they've already told you the top they're going to pay. So anyway, he looks at it. He would rather use that money to buy other players, and it's a team game. And they need to stop the run. And Parsons is a pass rusher, not a run stopper. And I'm going to tell you here that you're not going to hear anybody else. This Micah Parsons is not a Reggie White. Okay, he's not. Reggie White was a man, an adult. Micah Parsons got some issues. When I saw him in his Halloween costume, he was going out trick-or-treating with his child, and he was dressed up like the lion and Wizard of Oz. He's not doing that for his son. He's doing that for himself. He hasn't grown up. Reggie White was a man emotionally. I don't think this guy is. Because then you would never see Reggie White sleeping on the trainer's table during a practice game, during a preseason game. You wouldn't see that. And he wouldn't have his own podcast. Now, he may preach on the weekend or something, but he's not going to go do a podcast. So now he's a celebrity. These younger guys are celebrities, and it's like once he gets paid, his production's going to fall off, right? You know that. And the Joneses are just they're not going to pay for that. They figured that. Now, they're not going to say that, but I'll say it. So it'll be interesting when he gets to, and they say, well, the Cowboys lost the trade. Well, I don't think so. We won't know it until the end of this football season. Ask the Green Bay fans, because they're the ones that have to pay the $47 million a year. He's got guaranteed $138 million a year. Guaranteed. So where's the incentive? Think about it. And I'm not picking on Micah Parsons. I mean, if you hire me at a company for 4 years and you're going to give me your guarantee 80% of my salary, no matter what, it's like, you don't think I'm going to come into work and say, I really don't have to do this, right? I'm just putting it out there. Pasta welcome. Yo, go Eagles. Let's see. Seriously? Time Lord. Times are hard in California, just like Canada. What do they have in common? Liberal policies. 2 10-year-olds came to the door looking for work. I had them pull weeds, did better job than Gardner. Wow. How good for them. learn to work. I'm so glad I did it. I mean, I got out of the house. I mean, you have to learn somehow. I went to the car wash, but that didn't last long. But I got into a grocery store, a bag of groceries. First, you had to sort bottles, and you were in the basement. But I'm so thankful for that now. Oh man, I ran the numbers. No, I didn't run the numbers, but I looked at the. The S&P 500 got to 6,500. Holy smokes! It's great. Yeah, what did you pay him time? Well, they're contractors. You don't have to say. How much did you pay them? How much did they make, Time Lord? Pasta Waybacher makes a beer here in Dallas, in Pennsylvania. Dallas sucks beer. $20. Nothing. Hey, that's pretty good. So anyway, but to compare Micah Parsons to Reggie White, there's no comparison. He was a man emotionally, and Micah Parsons is not. Sorry. Now, could he be a Hall of Famer? We don't know. But when you get guaranteed money, and now you're doing your podcast, you're concentrating on your. Somebody called him a billionaire. I don't know if he's a billionaire. How can he be a billionaire marketing? Maybe he's getting. I don't know. But I'm on the Joneses side. Really, move him, especially after you negotiated with their team and they come back and we want to start over, and our opening position is what your final offer was. No, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. So anyway.
Because I went from hero to zero overnight.
See what weed will do to you? Daphne, say hello to the gentleman.
Hello, dog.
Thank you, Daphne. So I would like to actually start my yard work this weekend. That's my Labor Day, but if it's raining, can't do it. And Monday, if it rains Monday, then I can always work out because it's inside. I'm surprised how very few seniors I see over there. It's a huge facility. But I can't imagine. I mean, if I were to stay home, I'd be dead. I mean, you waste away. Oh, that's true. I mean, yeah, I don't hold that against him. The Cowboys are worth $14 billion. Jerry's a billionaire. Well, good for him. He's got a nice yacht. Now, speaking of millionaires, the news in the villages. The guy who founded the villages, and there's a family that runs it and everything, and they owned the bank where I bank at, Citizens First Bank. They're spinning that off. And then I was telling this to the guy that I talked to at the fitness center, him and his wife, and he says, well, they also own the hospital. They spun that off. So I said, what's going on? Well, the kids are, splitting up the money. So, good for them. He had a great idea. The villages. $80 never calling, $14 billion, but no time left. Well, he said that in the press conference. I don't read these sports things, and it gives all these podcasts guys. I'm not going to listen to any of it. They get to I'm tired. I can't listen to it. So I listened to the press conference. But he said in there, he says we got to start doing things different. He's 80. He said I'm 82. Manny Rodriguez, go Birds. Yeah, listen, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see him win back to back. That would be pretty cool. So the Cowboys get rid of their best player a week before they play the Eagles on Thursday. But I think they made the right move. I don't think you would have got $47 million a year is Is Micah Parsons worth that? Only if somebody pays him, and guess what? They paid him. So he must be worth it. But talk to the Packer fans at the end of the season. See if he helps them get to the playoff or win a playoff game or something. And so I wouldn't call it. We don't know if it's a. You can't make him into Reggie White. Yes, they have sack numbers, but Reggie White is totally different. He could do it all. They wouldn't even run to his side because he was there on the defensive line. Micah Parsons, they just run past him because he's a pass rusher, really, and he's very good. But and then I think the Joneses just said we're not. And this, of course, sends a message to everyone that plays for the Cowboys. If we trade him, we'll trade you. But if you're going to negotiate with him, you don't start over. You don't ask to renegotiate and then just start where your highest offer left off. Where they offered you. That's really bad. Now he won't say that. He was all praising Micah and everything else. But when I heard that, so anyway, it'd be interesting. I got Sunday. I got the NFL Sunday ticket, which is pretty good because when I click on the NFL channel, it tells me what I purchased. So they show me the pregame, and they put a bunch of other things in there. So it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I think it's only the live shows that I can watch. I wonder if they're going to put the highlights in there. Now, they did have games. The pre-games were fully loaded. You could watch the entire game without the halftime, but it's like 45 minutes. Or you can go just on YouTube and watch the NFL highlights. Now, who is this? Campers, DOXX, what do you make of the Archie versus communist infiltrator? Now, who's the communist? I don't watch it that close. Who is the communist? I got to tell you, the infiltrator really is... wait a second. AD Never Calling. I'm surprised more of these big money players don't play one big contract and retire. It's not what you make, it's what you spend and what you save. One contract and retire. If I make $40 million per year, I'd finish this contract and disappear. Save your body and your brain. Yeah. Well, but again, I don't think it'll be interesting to see his production. And he's not a mature individual. He's a young. You can be mature, I guess, at 26, but he's just not. I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work. I don't know who they are. Who's Connor and Noah? Time Lord, to be 10 again. I want to adopt Connor and Noah. Am I supposed to know that, who they are? I have no idea you're talking about. I don't watch television. Oh, I hope that's not them. This is crazy. People having these exotic pets, they should be charged. Holy shit. I don't even want to read this to you. I just Googled Noah and Connor, and this came up. Ages 4 and 6, but I don't want to even tell you. Oh, okay, that makes sense. There is my child labor gang. Well, you gave them $20. They would learn to work. Oh, I'm not that big a fan. I was watching Dan Marino when he was in college. It was Pitt against Penn State. Can you imagine? Now you're looking back, 1981, and here's he's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he's going to be in the NFL, and you should have seen some of the passes he was making. You're going, holy shit. Penn State he was just slicing and dicing. All three-time offensive players. Earl Campbell, that's going back. Who else? The running backs. I'm old enough to remember with Jim Brown running, and Gale Sayers. I can remember that. And I guess who's the other guy? The New York Giants. LT, defensive. I mean, you know, Butkus. I watched Butkus play. Going back in time. And I asked this the guy I speak with at the fitness center about the Cracker Barrel thing, and he was telling me they got a bunch of woke policies too, so it was a big deal. I go, oh, okay, so I kind of get it now. And then the stock was dropping. Somebody told me this on here, so. But I thought if they change the logo, that's their business. But when the president gets involved, I thought it was kind of strange. And you know, let's see. Really? Oh, I remember shoveling. Let's see. 80 never calling. I remembered shoveling driveways. We'd ask if they wanted their driveway shoveled. Never talked price. My brother and I would try to figure out if they'd pay us and how much. Yeah, I shoveled my own driveway, where I grew up. I don't think I ever got an allowance. When we finished, we'd ring the bell and say, "We're all done." Seeing if they'd open their the purse strings. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh, you said that. Okay, well, that was an education for me. I didn't know that many people, because cracker's like a derogatory term. But okay, I get it, especially if they got woke policies. Hey, he said it the other day, Cracker Barrel. The Cracker Barrel founder did a good with few words. Okay. The food's good. I mean, I don't like the chairs. The chairs and the booth. I mean, it's not very cozy in there. So I go to Billy's Cafe. I mean, the portions are large and they got great coffee, and I'll sit there and kill some time when the cleaning ladies are. Oh, I had to end a relationship. This is pretty sad. I had to end a relationship. It was high maintenance. I don't like high maintenance relationships. And that relationship was the hydrangea out front. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. But it was just the heat. It's not made for Florida. The heat, I don't know if it was the heat or the sun. And then I even put up an umbrella for it. And then I had enough. I just dug it. It's just gone. It's gone. I ripped it out, shook off the dirt. It went out in the trash today, in the bag. And I went over to, and I got some mulch after I worked out. And that mulch must have had water leaked into it, because this thing was like 50 pounds, 70 pounds, 50 pounds or something. So I covered it up and put the mulch down, and I rearranged the rocks, brought some rocks from the back, put out there. So now when I look out there, I can see I get a kick out of it, because the lizards get up on the rocks. And I don't have to do that high maintenance. And this is where this hydrangea, I was putting all my coffee grounds there because I wanted to get some blue flowers, but it's too much work. It's just too much, and then it looks terrible because of the heat. I think it's not made for the heat. So maybe some new. So I don't want to put a plant there because I got the plumbago up against the windows, and if that starts spreading out there, that'll look really good. Well, I don't think he's done that. Not from the the workforce. But Trump took the Mexicans away, but I have my 10-year-old chain gang. I wish they'd come up here. I got to go out there and pull weeds. I'm getting tired of that. That's the reason I'm growing the shrubs out. So I don't, if they make it past the shrub line, they pop their heads up, then I'll get them. And it's really the worst ones are the palm trees and the Chinese sumac. You know who comes back next week? You know who's been gone 30 days? The overnight guy. He's coming back. That'll be interesting. And I don't know if he can pick it up where he left off. I wonder if it's going to be the alien theme again, or he's got a new theme.
We like to call it here, keeping the grift alive and help fuel the grift jar.
There will be far, far more members-only streams going forward as we seek quality over quantity. I'd rather have a stream with 10 or 15 great people than a stream with 50 or 100 people who don't matter. And no offense. I mean, there's high-quality viewers, and there are, different people. There are winners, and there are losers.
How dare you! How dare you!
That's what it's about, fuckers.
Nice guy, huh? Correction, Noam sent them home. Well, I think that they were going to try to work out some work visas. The agriculture needs people, but I don't know. All I know is I saw this, and I put a link in the description if you want to learn more about it. Because some guys are good at making just concise videos, but I don't want to spend 30 minutes just learning about the new senior tax deduction. So they increased the standard deduction to $15,750, but the new senior deduction, the big beautiful bill, $6,000. And no, that's not me, with my eyes blacked out. So it'll be interesting. I can't wait to talk to the H&R block lady. She's pretty good. She got to be up to speed on this. Oh, and I purchased another. Take a guess. I'll go find it for you. Take a guess what I purchased. It wasn't another Timex. Let's see. It met my criteria. GD, the peso cannon, the Argentine peso cannon. So let's get rid of this. Stop screen. Share screen. There it is. Oh, I bought another knife. There it is, the zero tolerance. It's discontinued. Model 0990. It's a frame lock, it's a flipper, it's got carbon fiber inlays there, and it's CPM 20CV. What did I pay for that? I paid like half of that because it's a discontinued model. I bought it online. So, what the hell? And it's a smaller knife, and but it's pretty cool. The blade on it seems pretty sharp. I may have it put a professional edge on it. What's alcohol got to do with knife with flippers? Knives and alcohol? I think that's a bad mix. Everyday carry. Bourbon and knives. Okay, let's look at that. Wait a second. There it is. That's the new purchase. Very late show. Well, I had I got my wash done, and I'm online, closing out this bank account and transferring the money, make sure the money gets over there. For use anyway, yeah, it is. But there's just nothing on. It was Dr. Bob and the Rancher. I'm sorry. There was nothing. Nothing else. Where's Morty when you need him? But of course, he won't even come on until midnight here, 9 o'clock. Sometimes even later than that. So I got the wash done, and I just took a nap at 5, got up at 7, and then I started watching television, or Apple TV, actually. We've had some great rain here, too. And not heavy rain, just like it's been very hot, and then finally getting the clouds. You love Dr. Bob? Seriously? Nicholas is making the Curlyverse over there. He's part of the Curlyverse now. He's doing a community, what did he call it? It is the Watch Nicholas Curlyverse community. And he's lining up all these people. He's giving keys away like lollipops. He's got, gave 10 people the keys. And I guess the deal is, he collects the super chats, and you put up your PayPal account, and PayPal, the host money. Now, is that going to work? I don't know. Possibly. But Mike the Snake already got banned for a donation. And then he's in the chats, and this is his quote. He says, I probably won't come back. If you ban me, I probably won't come back. Well, when he says I probably won't come back, that means he will be back. You'll never get rid of him. You're just never going to get rid of him. 9 people. Well, that's a record. This late. I was looking for Morty's channel, and it wouldn't come up. I would put in the thing, Morty's Diner. It would not show. You have to put at Morty's Diner. Then it comes up. Because the only thing up there is his thumbnail to the channel. Oh, now you got, I guess Dr. Bob and Rancher didn't work out well. Now you have chat with Eddie and friends. And it's Uzi and Eddie. Now, you think that's a winner? Now I got 10. Now they're coming over here. Really? Nikki time will all the time will be a success. Nikki time all the time will be a success. Friday night, DOXX, are you getting smashed, says Mookie. Well, welcome. No, and of course, you're here. We got to do 2 things. First, Daphne, say hello to Mookie.
Hello, dog.
Very good. And where's my Amuamua?
Almuamua.
Amuamua.
Almuamua.
Amuamua.
Almuamua.
Amuamua. No, I'm not getting smashed. I had to take a statin earlier in the evening. I'm not, you can rest assured. The liquor cabinet is locked up tight as a drum. Eddie's show was already scheduled. Oh, okay. I beat you to it. Really, you want a Wawa? You're in Argentina. I'll give you a Wawa. Let me turn it down. I think it's a little loud. Hang on. Turn it down. Here we go. Put it there. Let's see. Wawa.
Wawa. You give me a Wawa. Wawa. Wawa.
Remember, you wanted this.
That'll be tomorrow. Playboard numbers tomorrow. Whiskey a Go-Go tomorrow. Labor Day weekend, Saturday. Asked and answer. Am I? You looking forward to Morty's return, GD? You know, it's going to be tough. He's been gone a month. Can he still work the control panel? The audio? It's clear to me there is a divide in the oh, yeah. He's looking forward to it. The produce talk will be riveting. Time Lord, I heard an alien worm is controlling Robert Kennedy Jr. I have him in my feed. I don't listen to him. I mean, I vote, but I don't have to know every little thing going on. It's in the right direction. The ship has been corrected. There's traveling. Mookie, believable, Time Lord. What did Time Lord say? Oh, it is believable about RFK Jr. Well, he takes care of himself. 71 years old. I'll give him credit for that. But he's more of a power lifter.
Just like I'll never drink again, GD.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Sorry, I don't know what happened, man. Had some kind of problem with my hardware, man. What are you guys up to tonight?
How long do you think Eddie's going to last if people don't PayPal him? Time Lord, Bobby found the worm at the bottom of tequila. It's a Friday night. You know, news guys don't work on Friday night or the weekend. Mark, new business. The business is you got a 9-year-old. How'd you like to, let's say you got a spouse, male or female, and you start going through your paperwork from the bank and you run across this. Hey, honey, what's the $147,000 you just spent? Oh, do you understand? I have 10 watches. Do you understand? Why didn't somebody answer this guy? No, do you understand? Do you understand you're using your HELOC? You're risking your house for wristwatches? What is going on? So he took it all the way down to $3,000. And then he brags that, I put in $31,600 back into it. Oh, okay, great. Now you only owe $115,400. I can't wait till he goes in front of a judge, a divorce court. Now, it was interesting because he claimed the wife asked for a statement about the HELOC. That kind of sounded like legal talk to me. Maybe she's finally catching on. Can you imagine if you had a spender like that, you were married to, whether it's a woman spending on purses and shoes, it just so they can feel happy about themselves. In his case, it's narcissistic supply. And that's the reason he keeps changing them out, because it wears off. She is foolish too. Powerlifting and methylene blue. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if... I'll just say, let's see. Time Lord Damuki, the virus is starting to spike up. Well, it's out there. I mean, it's part of the viral landscape. It's going to be that and influenza. Which, speaking of which, I got to get my influenza shot middle of September. I always get that. I think it's messenger RNA, but I don't care. I haven't had any problem with it. I know. Not only was he back in the garage, but he says, I'm living in the garage. Maybe the wife didn't like the answer about the HELOC. I don't know. I remember him saying that in Australia, you have to be separated for a year, and then if you still want to get divorced, boom, you're divorced. But how do you split up the assets? And then the car's there, and I misspoke. I guess he did pay it off. He claims he paid it off, so he's got to sell it. He's not. If he's going to go overseas, what are you going to do? Leave it in the dad's garage? It's tomorrow. It's Whiskey A Go-Go Saturday. I'll be on tomorrow sometime. Now there's the Ohio State. And who do they play? Who do they play tomorrow? Oh, it's at noon. Let's see. Hang on. Don't tell me. Texas, that's right. The Manning is the quarterback. Texas. Interesting game. Playboard will be tomorrow. I'm interested in the numbers now. I got to give you the big three. It would be the 9-year-old and Timmy, and of course, watch Nicholas. And the only thing more complicated than his finances is his marriage. They don't talk to. I don't think they even talk or in the same room. I mean, he's in the den. Remember that time he couldn't go back into the house? Peso board. Oh, that's a shot at the Argentine. That's definitely a shot at the Argentine.
How dare you!
What's with the chickens? Well, I used to be able to get something which was much better until I was cut off and thrown out of it. Somebody was putting a spreadsheet together on Google something. DOXX Playboard is not an American company. You should not support. I don't. I use it, but I don't. I guess I'm promoting it, but I don't purchase it. Well, let's go up to midnight. Aha! Did he really say Indonesia? See, I don't think Lux is in Thailand. I think he's in Indonesia. I don't think he can go back to Thailand. Mark T, he said he'll spend a couple months in Indonesia next year, streaming and begging. Make Super Chat counting great again. It's just a ballpark figure thing. I use Zillow also for just to get an idea what my house is worth. That keeps dropping, which I don't have a problem with, because housing should be affordable. I don't want to be I got to live here, So I don't, whether it's 400,000 or 350,000, so what? I'm not selling it. Run away, run away. Yeah, this is what he's known for. The first family he left, and Really? Let me write that down. Redfin is better than Zillow. Zillow got something else, suspicious algorithms, something. Never heard of Redfin. Well, let's look up the Homestead. Oh yeah, I know. I would love to see that happen. Have him go to work. I'd love when Archie threatens us when quitting YouTube. Get a job. Yeah, he. I don't know. He's going to go over. I guess he's going to hit land at Mrs. Lai's place again, and then maybe go over to Indonesia. Let me look this up here. Redfin. What is Redfin? Real estate. Redfin agents are local experts who know how to help you. What's my home worth? Okay, let's click on that. To enter your address. There we go. Oh, it's better than Zillow. 361,355 $361,355. 361. Okay, I'll start using it if I can remember it. Redfin. Hope I can remember that. I mean, it's an asset. You have to track it, right? So just to give me an idea, it's a ballpark figure. It's only worth what it sells for, but I'm not selling. Okay, I'll give it to you. I know you're trying. This is like a borderline one. Mark T. regarding Archie and his working. Oh, well, there's always medical school. You know what he was serious about, right? A funeral director, because they make a lot of money. He was thinking seriously that he could be a funeral director. Oh, you can't make it up. Oh, I'm not going to show you. I did it live. Why not? In fact, I'm going to put that in my Apple Notes, Redfin. I should just shave. Let's see. I'll tell you my schedule for tomorrow. Saturday the 30th off. I'm going to do my scorecard, Wawa coffee, Walmart take list, Costco. I'm going to make a list for Costco, but I'm not going to Costco, not on Labor Day weekend. Water the succulents, Ohio State versus Texas at noon. Finish that, and let's see, I'll probably shave Sunday. A whiskey a go-go, but I know I have to give Playboard numbers. So let me put that in here, Redfin. Realty. Thank you. Docs, are you sure the statin wasn't a beta blocker? No, I'm not. Can you imagine taking a beta blocker when I do all this exercise? I had my heart rate up to 120. That's about the top I get there. What's really starting to hurt, my legs are starting to hurt. Discomfort. I mean, it's just like, at some point, I gotta I won't be able to do it, right? I mean, I don't see 80-year-olds doing what I'm doing. I don't see very many 71-year-olds doing what I'm doing. So at some point, you got to, cut it back. But the beta blocker is going to slow the heart down. I need my heart beating. I need that oxygen level up. But I take a 10 milligram generic Lipitor every other day. And so I don't take a Tylenol that day or drink or anything. Mark T. Sterling shave soap. That little sample they gave me is still lasting. And with that brush that you recommended, just wet the brush and stir it up in the bowl, and I keep using it. Give the aluminum a spin. It needs some love. Oh, no, I got the Rex. The aluminum, no, because I'll end up... the Rex is heavy, and it's just... I'm so used to it. And then you got to be careful how your hair grows, which direction, like on my neck. So I got that down. I'm down now to where I know my face. I know the contours. I know the landscape. And I'm not, once in a while I get like a little too close, the redness, but that balm that you recommended just seals everything up. It needs some love. Nah, it's an item. Doesn't need any love. I need the love, not that thing. Oh, it is so quiet here. I like it. I love the quiet. Alum block good for feedback. Alum, well, let's go to Sterling. Sterling Soap Company shave soap. Let's go take a look. Alum. There's a large one, $9, alum block. Sterling alum blocks are crystal cubes formulated from natural occurring alum deposits. Antiseptic properties of the comprising minerals is a boon for the skin. Sterling alum blocks have been medically tested for being hypoallergenic and skin-friendly and are suitable for all types. Oh, I'll have to get this. Huh. I'm sorry I bought the other stuff. I should have just stayed, but finally discovered this shaving soap from them is really superior. It's got some, I think you told me what was in it, lard or something. Let's see, what do we got here? Bath soap. Shave soap. Oh man, they got all sorts of stuff. They got the barbershop and a soap. Yeah, I should have got that. And the executive. Anyway, I'll go through this. I'll go shopping. The Osma alum block is great too. Yeah, tallow. That's the key. That really, really slicks it up. Tallow base, my favorite executive, man. Hey, man. Smells like the Aventus. Well, the fragrance is great, but I gotta make sure it lubes the hair follicles.
I don't know.
love to
I've
take
not,
you.
with all due respect, I have not watched your show for years now. Just to put it out there, I'm grateful, but I'm not indebted. So that's that.
Because I went from hero to zero overnight.
No, they smell great. Ten minutes from midnight. We're going to end this at midnight. Are you going to it? Oasis in America, Chicago Soldier Field. Are you going to go to Chicago for that? You going to get tickets? Go from New Mexico to Chicago for your favorite group? Oh, it's sold out. Hoping they come back in 2026. Both brothers probably net $50 million. 50 million. Boy, that's. I think you think about the money more than I do. I really don't think about it. Everyday multi-millionaire. That's the reason it simplifies a lot of things. Takes the worry away about financing. But I see people out there struggling. But I struggled too. So you got to hang in there, get some direction. Get a plan. Get some kind of plan. I remember when the IRAs first came out, and I put in $2,000. I thought, I'm going to have a lot of money when I get older. This is a start. Well, it happened. It was really the 401k. It wasn't individual Roths, because once I started working, you got a company match. So I stay with the 401k. I mean, you could have opened one on the side, I guess. You couldn't deduct it. But the key is to saving. You know, I've talked about this. In order to invest, you have to save. It doesn't, again, especially you look at these athletes, Google athletes that have gone bankrupt. I mean, millions of dollars, millions and millions. They couldn't save any of it. Marx, when you sell something most want, you will get rich. Well, you're talking about the music? Yeah, there's all sorts of ways. If you do something you love really well and others enjoy it, there's all sorts of ways to go. I mean, and if you don't have talent or you're not that smart like me, you just go to work. Save your money. It can be done. It may take a while. It may take 50 years, but you get there. Discipline, leadership, discipline, diligence. I forgot it. Leadership, discipline, diligence, integrity, civility. Well, only, once you get it in the mutual funds, time can make you wealthy. Well, it depends. If you got your money working for you, and then forget about it, like the money's not going to get me to the fitness center. The money's not going to keep me healthy. Yes, I can have. Well, I got coverage, for surgeries and that kind of thing. But it's a commitment. GD's got to remind me: leadership, discipline, diligence, and above all, integrity. And don't forget civility. You keep leaving that civility out. We got 2 minutes to. Well, yeah, I'm going to quit just before midnight. Well, it depends on your life. I mean, if you're a senior and you don't have much, it's like maybe you want it to end. Enough's enough. Time is wealth. I used to, yeah. I don't know if I'd want to be 25 again and then have to relearn what I learned. But that's not the option. There you go. You got a pretty good memory. GD, friend to no one, friendly to most, truthful to all. Yeah, I don't like the label. I don't want to be anybody's friend because then they have expectations. Well, tell me your expectations up front. Oh, I thought you were my friend. It's all it's all registered, Lex. I also got my files. You got to be real careful what you say on these streams. Real careful. There's too many people involved, and if they hear you tell a story 2 different ways, now they got you, right? A hearty DOXX Report. No, AD never calling. No expectations, just disappointment. Yeah, I'm not here to meet anyone's expectations. That, that's not for me. Now, what's wrong with Mike the Snake? Justice. So he got banned from Watch Nicholas. It's all about the money over there. He knows that, and he'll be back. If somebody super chats money, you're going to get banned. That's what it is. AD never calling. It's all effed. Well, not really. You got to put your interest somewhere else. Spiritually centered. This is a spiritual journey. This is temporary. Your existence here is temporary. You got to look at the whole picture. It's an opportunity. You don't want to stay down here for the whole, it's time to move on. Everybody moves on. GD people super chatting, $1,000 to Ben people. More money than brains. Your money wasted. Well, I really think people are drinking when they're super chatting. They'd have to be. They'd have to be. Well, go easy on yourself. AD never calling. I have enough trouble trying to meet my own expectations. I can't be worried about anyone else's. The only expectations I had to meet is my employers. That you got to do. But personally, no. Uh-oh, Mark T. Mike the Snake, hardcore ball watching on AC channel tonight. Pathetic. He's a cult. He knows the cult rules. He's been in a cult. He's subservient. He knows his place. Now, will Mr. Bateman learn it or not? I don't know. You're there to serve, not make your own money. You're there to promote yourself, but all tributes go to Caesar. And we know, I can hear GD saying it now, Hail Caesar. AD never calling. I missed it, Mark, but I'll catch it later. Okay, 1 hour, 32 minutes. It's approaching midnight. We got to get out of here. Thank you for showing up. Enjoy your weekend. And tomorrow, it is Playboard a Go-Go. It's Whiskey a Go-Go, Playboard a Go-Go. Caesar is pretty boring. Really, haven't watched him in ages. Yeah, you're spending a lot of time to watch Nicholas. I see that. I don't know what his story is. You've got to be in tough shape to end up in the Archie show. That's your employment? Oh, Lux has earned it. But that I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Bateman squandering his prime earning years. Yeah, you got it. Once you get that good job, you hang on to it. Don't take it for granted. Then sock the money away. Mark T. It's shocking about the Mike the Snake on the Archie show. Really? Nikki is where the entertainment is at. Lex. Really? I don't know what time tomorrow. And then watch Nicholas will be going all day. So I'll just have to sneak in somewhere. I usually like the noon, but I'm not sure. Because the college football, probably, because I'm going to watch the Ohio State-Texas game at noon. So probably if after that game, or let's say it's a blowout, then I'd probably go on during that time. Sometime Eastern time. Like maybe 2 o'clock. Because the bigger night games come on and the football. I got to get in between the football games too. And it may not be a long stream because it's just going to be the Playboard a Go-Go. Are you never calling? Poor Mike. Begging like every time a girl dumped him. Arch Manning, will he deliver? Well, this is his team now. We'll see. And then you got to go up against Iowa State, your first game, the opener. Oh, that's tough. That's what it's become. You know what also is starting to become a tradition is Tuesday night, because I don't have to work out the next day. So if I end up taking a nap and then I got I'm wide awake, I may just start doing Tuesday nights. Saturday should have a DOXX Report. It's tradition. Traditional. All right. 1 hour, 35 minutes. It's after midnight. I think I can go to sleep now. Enjoy your evenings. Thank you for stopping by. And we'll end it here. Thank you so much.